I just wanted to hand off our mic to our next speaker. We have our newly elected MPP for Scarborough Guildwood. I'm going to invite over Andrea Hazel to take it away. Everyone give it up for Andrea.
Thank you so much. I am so passionate about this time, this event, seeing so many of you, coming out to battle over and over again for Scarborough. And I took a lot of time out of today because I wanted to get this message very clear to the media that is here today. So you can take this back as far as you can, because Scarborough, we are fed up. We've had enough. With the transportation situation, and we deserve better and we need better. Not just when they come around to get our votes. That is something we got to be standing up and looking at very carefully right now. But we need to be counted as very important, and we need to be counted as we are a priority. So again, I am the newly elected MPP for Scarborough Guildwood. I want to begin by thanking you for having me and for your support for the people of Scarborough. I am so blessed to be able to represent our community, a place that I love so much, and I've lived here since I migrated from St. Vincent and the Grenadines as a teenage young lady. I am truly looking forward to working with you all to build up Scarborough. I want to begin by saying we shouldn't have to be here right now. We shouldn't have to be doing this again and again, fighting for safe, reliable, and affordable transit for commuters in Scarborough. Any one of us could have been on that train that derailed. My first thought when I heard the news was to check in on my daughter, because she rides that commute every day. I am very thankful that no one got seriously hurt, and I am grateful to our first responders who assisted those who were injured. But that does not change the fact that this should have never happened. For too long, Scarborough has been left behind. We have been neglected. Promises have been made, but promises have not been kept. Now we have a train as broken as those promises, with no commitment from Premier Ford to make things right. We need, yes, we need an alternative busway to replace the RT, and we need it yesterday. The province needs to put the money in and get it done. People rely on transit to get to work, to put food on the table, to get to classes, to their place of worship, to see their friends and families. We cannot just rely on regular shuttle buses to replace a rapid transit line. If the downtown subway went out of service indefinitely, do you really think Doug Ford would take as long to fix that he does with transit in Scarborough? No. They would drop everything and bring a solution. But Scarborough is not a priority for this government. It never has been. There are 4 conservative MPPs for Scarborough. Where are they? Why aren't they making their voices heard for Scarborough? Shame. Are they afraid to speak up and do their jobs, or do they just not care? They come out for elections saying they'll make things right, promising world-class transit, even a Shepherd East subway extension. But when it comes to showing their work, they're nowhere to be seen. City Council has a plan for the busway. Mayor Chow, Deputy Mayor McKelvey, TTC Chair Jamal Myers, my friend, they're doing the hard work. The city and the TTC will build it. We just need Premier Ford to cut the check. But they would rather save money than invest in the people of Scarborough. They hardly pretend otherwise. Our needs go beyond the busway, of course. We need more frequent GO service and fare integration, because it isn't right that Scarborough commuters have to pay twice if they want to take a GO train and a bus. We need better. Let's get to work and let's support that. The Eglinton Crosstown has been under construction for over a decade, and they won't even tell us when it will be ready. The City of Toronto has its own Eglinton project, the Eglinton East LRT, but the Conservative government, yay! But the Conservative government wouldn't commit the funds to it. They talk a big game about getting stuff built, but over here in Scarborough, they aren't getting it done. Thank you everyone who is joining us today. A big thank you to the leadership for TTC Riders. Please let's give them a round of applause. You will all be seeing a lot of me, because if it's one thing I know that I got to do in this job is to continue to fight for better transportation for Scarborough. I love Scarborough. Thank you.
Thank you so much, MPP Hazel. Keep the applause going, everyone. We have some more Scarborough MPPs on their way. MPP Hazel raised lots and lots of important points, and I'm going to hand it off to our lovely MPP for Scarborough Southwest, my MPP, Dolly Begum.
Just going to take a moment to put the flowers here as well. This is emotional. And first, let me just say how proud I am of the theme that you've created, because it is an emotional, a lasting change that a lot of us are having a very hard time accepting. And I know why that is for myself, because I grew up in Scarborough and I know how important the RT was for me. So can I get around, like, just put up your hand if you took the RT? Everybody, right? Yeah. So when on my way here, when I was coming, I had two individuals actually who came with me, and just passing by I said, you know, I'm going to this rally and it's about the Scarborough RT, and they're like, what do you mean? And this is like international students who just came a couple of months ago. One of them came just recently and said, but like I just took the RT. What do you mean? What are we going to do? And that's honestly, as the MPP for Scarborough Southwest, which is, by the way, the sort of west end of Scarborough, or southwest end of Scarborough, I can tell you how much we rely, for myself, for the people who live in Scarborough Southwest. So first, let me start by saying thank you to TTC Riders for organizing this wonderful, wonderful event, a wonderful event of solidarity and a fight that we're continuing to fight. So can we give a big round of applause for all the members of the TTC Riders? I know Sheila, Monica, Lubaba, and all of you who have been working so hard to make sure that you continue to raise this issue. My name is Dolly Begum. I'm the MPP for Scarborough Southwest. I'm also the Deputy Leader of the Ontario NDP. And I can tell you guys that the Ontario NDP, Marit Stiles, our leader, is 100% with you every single step of the way in this fight for the Scarborough's RT, and to make sure that we have seamless service, because there are specific demands that we have, right? Every single time, what happens when we look at housing, when we look at the environment, when we look at transit, every single thing, what happens? Scarborough gets left behind. Yay. Every single time. And look at what they do. They promise you all these things, like the Premier has been promising about the Scarborough subway, which, by the way, is a whole hot mess on its own, right? And then we've got these 3 subway stations that are coming that we don't know when that's going to happen. And if you look at the Eglinton line, you know what I mean, right? You have no idea when that's going to happen. And yet, you've got the RT that's being decommissioned without a real plan. Shame. Shameful. Shame. Shame on Doug Ford and his entire government for leaving Scarborough behind every single time. And then we have our communities paying double when they need to go on the go. We have specific solutions that we're asking for. And the other thing we're asking for is buses. And we want to use the route. And I want to give a big shout out to our TTC chair who's here, Jamal Myers, because I know he's listening. And I know that Mayor Olivia Chow is listening, because she was here and I spoke to her about this. And know what she said? She said, Dolly, I'm with you. Woo! We want to help the people of Scarborough, but we need the province to step up. We are done playing hot potato with Scarborough, right? Right. We are done playing hot potato with the people of Scarborough, right? Right. You know, guys, one of the things that happens when we forget transit is we're actually telling workers that we don't care about them. We're telling students that we don't care about them. We're telling families that we don't care about them. We're telling our children that we don't care about them. Because from the fact that you wake up to get to your work, to get to your school, get to your universities and colleges, to get to any destinations, you need to have services that really work. And right now, every single time, we are left with options where you're waiting for half an hour, 45 minutes, for an hour and a half for a bus. And trust me, I know this. We just recently had to fight for the 69 bus in my riding because they were going to cancel a whole route. Shameful. And this is why this kind of rallies are so important, because people coming together means people power. So I want to thank every single one of you and tell you that I'm with you, and I stand with you in solidarity, and we will continue this fight because we need to at least, and it's the bare minimum that you're asking for, right? We need to have the buses so that people can travel from their destination, people can travel to work, to their school, to their colleges, and make sure that they have the ability to live their life in an affordable way in Scarborough. And I want to end with a big chant, and I've been thinking about this. When I say Scarborough, you say matters. Woo! Scarborough!
Matters!
Scarborough!
Matters!
Scarborough!
Matters!
Now when I say transit, you say matters. Transit!
Matters!
Transit!
Matters!
Transit!
Matters!
Scarborough Transit!
Matters!
Thank you so much to every single one of you. Thank you, thank you. I'll be here, so please, if you want to talk to me, I'll be here happy to take your questions and talk to you about anything else as well. Or if you want to talk about the Greenbelt, we can talk about that as well, because that's a huge fight that we are going to have to fight. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening, and thank you to TTC Riders.
Everyone give it up for our Scarborough Southwest MPP, Dolly Begum. Every time I hear her speak, I get chills. She says what we need to hear. I have said, all of our MPPs here, well, both of our MPs that are in attendance today, the girlies that get it, right? I just wanted to mention as well, while we have a few more speakers coming up, after our speakers are done, folks are welcome to bring any flowers or candles that they've also brought and leave it with our lovely shrine over here. This is from an audience member as well.